Hey guys, welcome to some coffee and cards. Although it's water, gotta stay hydrated, right? I have some coffee around here somewhere. So, you are testing out some technology with me today. I have some new technology. I have a new video camera with some microphones. Hopefully I'm not too loud. I'm excited to create some content with this new technology, to get out there and to share some insights, share some intuitive contemplations. I have some really great ideas for some podcast episodes I want to do moving forward. I have a tapping meditative routine to help lift our vibration. I have, so I'm just really excited to have this technology and to reach out a little bit more virtually. So let me know how it is. Let me know how I sound. Let me know how it looks. Let me know how it feels. But while we're hanging out here for a minute, just take a little moment with me and let's do some coffee and cards. I have 2 decks with me today. We're going to start off with the chakra exploration deck from Yiz. And then I also have clarifying life situations deck for information, clarify things as we need. Okay, so let's check it out. It is casual Saturday here, the 1st of November. What do we need to know as we move into November? As we move into the winter time, the more hibernated months. One of the things that has come up for me quite a bit recent today, especially, is the notion of contrasting energy. And on my Substack, I pulled a card the other day from the Archetype deck by Caroline Myss, and it was all about the notion of networking, the archetype networker and how it showed up in our life. And it was a call out to be aware of where we are, what pathways we are sending our energy down. And is it fueling us in a positive way, or is it sending us down a rabbit hole of energy that doesn't serve us? I feel like it's so easy these days to get into an energy that isn't necessarily authentic to who we are in this moment. And I feel like we are called to a self-awareness these days, that we're called to be more active in our self-awareness. And it's very easy to get away from that and to become numb to it all, or to find ways to numb that self-awareness. So that's a little bit what I have been feeling lately. I would love to know what you have been feeling lately. What's coming up for you? What are you experiencing? What are you getting to know about yourself? What emotions and energy are filling your life? And when I talk about energy, I'm not just talking about how much energy you have, like I need a cup of coffee because I'm tired, how awake or sleepy you are. I'm talking about the energy, the emotion, the experiences within life. Like, are you moving through the life with anger? Are you moving through life with joy? Are you moving through life with a sprinkling of it all? I feel like a lot of people are actually experiencing a lot of different things. There's anger and fear and frustration, and then there's joy in moments of peace, in reflection. So it's very contrasting, which is really powerful, because that can represent that our souls are moving through a growth pattern right now. I have to move this amethyst because it's making me look like I got a horn. And I don't got a horn. Like, I keep wanting to fix my hair because the amethyst is back there. Okay. So as powerful as this time of growth and inner reflection is, it also can be a bit exhausting. So I guess for our coffee and cards today on November 1st, we are going to ask for a chakra card, excuse me, to help us reflect on who we are and reflect on what kind of energy we get to bring into the next few months as we move through November and December. And then maybe we'll pull a card to help us accent that a little bit. So before we move into pulling a card, I just want to remind you that any of the stuff that I share in my videos and my services and any of my content, classes, what have you, it's meant for spiritual entertainment, enlightenment, self-awareness, energetic growth purposes. It is not meant to replace physical or mental health care. And that if you have any physical or mental health concerns at this moment, please seek a physical or mental health professional. You are not alone. There's lots of people out here to support you. If you need help finding the right pathways to support you, I can maybe help lead you in the right direction. I have lots of contacts and lots of different modalities and different professionals. Also, know that your free will is your biggest superpower. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and listen to that inner voice. Listen to that inner intuition that helps us know, gives us some hints as to what feels right and what doesn't at this point in time. Okay, so we're going to take a moment and we're just going to breathe. I'm holding this deck between my hands, having shuffled it quite a bit. And we're just going to take a moment to let our mind and body settle. Let your energy settle at the end of a busy week, or maybe you're finding this at the beginning of the week before you move into the week ahead. Breathing through your mind and your body. Being open to what your soul is calling for. We welcome a connection to some intuitive contemplation to support an awareness of how we get to approach life energetically as we move forward into November. We welcome a card or cards that support this. We're going to go kind of in the middle, but down through the bottom. So when I'm pulling cards this way, I hold the deck in my hand. And as I settle the energy and set the intention, I focus on where in the deck it feels like I'm drawn. And then I separate it and I pull one out. And that was this one. And this one is, I'm going to give a picture of these. There we go. I'm learning. New technology, I'm learning. This is a crown chakra card. I love the owl that's on top. I feel like the owl with the wings spread honors a welcoming of wisdom, whether it's inner wisdom or whether it's external wisdom, higher understanding. That's very much an energy of our crown chakra. So I love the fact that this card celebrates that higher understanding that gets to happen in our life. So there we go. Let's figure out what this crown chakra card has to tell us today. One thing that I want to share is when I was letting my energy settle, and hopefully you were taking a moment to do that too, what hit me was a couple of different colors. There was a color of rainbow, and to me the rainbow represents alignment, that our energies are falling into alignment, and that we are finding what aligns with us at this time. Also, the rainbow to me can be a symbol of hope and awareness on all levels. And then there is a little bit of fuchsia. Fuchsia is a color for me to celebrate some of that vibrancy in life, to be a little bit bold with what you're thinking and feeling in life, and to be a little bit bold with be bold in your faith within yourself. Be bold in that trust and faith that you have in your capabilities, in yourself, and how you're showing up in life. And then there is a lot of vibrant red. And I feel like I'm actually brought back to a podcast we did a while ago, we did a True Colors meditational journey, which maybe we'll do. Maybe it'll be some of the content we create with this new technology. But we explored the color red within our meditation, and it represented passion and vibrancy in life. Well, also it represented pain and heated energy. And the meditation took us through recognizing the pain and the heated energy that could be standing in the way of helping us live a little bit more of a vibrant life. And that color red came up to me within this energy as we are letting it settle. But our crown chakra card today asks us, when do you feel most connected to and unified with spirit, the universe, or any higher power? So that notion of how you celebrate a higher awareness, how you celebrate a universal energy, how you celebrate a divine energy, how you celebrate a connection with your spirit or the spirit of others or the spirit of community or spirit in general, or how you celebrate a higher power. When do you feel most connected to these energies? When do you feel that connection that supports an energy that supports us outside of ourselves? Support and connection. Those are the two words that are really loud in my mind. And I'm trying to find different ways to say it, but how in life do you feel most connected with a support system that is beyond our current understanding? That's what I feel like this asks. We get away from these notions because life just happens, and we get in the flow, and we make breakfast, and we make lunch, and we make dinner, and we do the chores, and we run people here, and we do things here, and we do things there, and it just kind of happens. And next thing you know, we've set our connection to our own beautiful, unique energy and spiritual and self-awareness practices to the side. And we've gotten lost in the hustle of life, and we've forgotten about our meditation practice, our prayer practice, our journaling practice. We've forgotten how we celebrate a higher power. We've forgotten our intention or affirmation practice. We've forgotten to align our chakras. We've forgotten to allow those crown chakra moments of stillness and peace and how they get to show up in our life. And we disconnect from those notions. And there is something really powerful about that energy these days. If anything, the head spa services that I offer has shown me how important in healing that crown chakra energy can be. So our crown chakra sits up here, and it's our connection to higher awareness. It's a connection to a higher power. It's a connection to divine energy. It's a connection to peace, to those moments of bliss, to openness, to a broader picture in life. And it felt like for so long we were traveling through our life with the experiencing all the other chakras in our system and what energy they offer us and how they show up in life, striving to get to those crown chakra energy moments, those moments of peace, of bliss, of openness, of higher awareness. But it's like we were working to get there. And then as of recently, it's this awareness of how important those crown chakra moments are in our life, how important those moments of peace and stillness, how important those moments of connection to a higher awareness, connection to a broader picture, connection to a grand design beyond what we're currently experiencing, connection to how we celebrate a divine energy, and how much those crown chakra moments, how little or big they are important in our healing journey. And how there's actually a cool grounding that happens in those moments. There's a balance that they offer to that heated root chakra energy. So our root chakra is about our community. It's about our life stuff. It's about our job and our home and our family and our tribal energy. So what's our community doing? It's about the energy of the world. It's also where our grounding energy happens. It's where our safety and our stability energy happens. And our root chakras have been a little bit upheavaled lately and heated and going through some stuff. So what this card and what some of the energy that's happening these days is a recognition that these crown chakra experiences offer balance to that root chakra experience that is more heated and upheavaled. So when life is feeling upheavaled, and is that even a word, upheavaled? It's going to be now. When life is in an upheavaled state, and when we feel extra anger, or we feel extra unstable, or we feel maybe we're in a bit of a fight or flight response, or we feel scattered or overwhelmed or stressed or anxious, the crown chakra moments get to offer a balance to that energy. Finding moments that help us feel peaceful and that help us feel cared for and help us connect to an energy outside of our current experience, that call on us to have faith in an energy or a higher power or a grand design beyond what we're currently experiencing. Those moments support a balance and a peace that our usual life experiences aren't offering us at this moment. And this card asks us, what are those moments for us? Where are those moments showing up in life? Now, there's a catch-22 to this, because when we show up to these crown chakra moments, when we allow those moments of peace, whether it's playing soft music and just being still, whether it's setting down the phone, I know that's hard sometimes. I fully understand that. And I'm being real. I'm not just being snarky. But when we're outside enjoying the fall noises, there's a beautiful peace that happens within those first snowfalls, because the sounds of nature have even settled, and we're surrounded by white, which is a cleansing color, and there's a peacefulness to it. And when we're in those moments, there's powerful energy that's shifting within us, and also our mind and our body take some extra time to find that stillness and that peace. So we're confronted with all of the energy in our mind that maybe we have been numbing or putting aside, and there's thoughts that fill in, and there's fidgetiness that happens in our body. And to me, from an energetic standpoint, this is energy that's diffusing from our body and from our system so that we can welcome that peace in. However, it's powerful to just sit and allow that peace to wash through us, even when we have that contrasting, unsettled energy happening, and trusting that peace is happening at that same time. I'm here to support you in creating those moments, but chances are, as we've talked, you've thought of a few of those moments and how they show up in your life, and they get to. And this card is a reminder of that. So there's a couple of affirmations at the bottom of this card. And the funny thing about these cards is they're purple. And if you've ever worked with this deck with me in a session, you know that they're sometimes hard to read. And I don't know if I have my glasses. Let me pull my glasses out so I can read them. I may have to turn my light up behind me. Let's see. I am source energy. The intelligence of the universe flows through me. I am limitless, abundant, and always capable. So these affirmations come at the end of our conversation as a reminder that we are the source of those moments in our life. That we get to find ways to help these crown chakra moments happen. Yes, people like me, people like that host retreats, people that, any of us here at the Health Collective or any modality, often create space for you to find those moments. However, we aren't creating that energy within you. You're creating that space. You're accepting and finding the spaces where you get to create that moment. So here, when you come in and we sit and we do a meditation, or we do energy work, or we do a head spa, or we have our intuitive contemplation conversations, yes, there's an environment here that I'm working on cultivating to help you connect with those moments. However, I'm not creating those moments for you. You are inviting those moments into your life. You are the source of that energy. You're saying, yes, I welcome that peace. And I've seen that because everybody that comes in for these services experiences them differently because they're different. Even the same person can come in for the same service 3 months in a row and experiencing it differently because they're different each time they show up. So you are the source of the intention of welcoming that energy in. And that's what this affirmation is reminding us. The intelligence of the universe flows through me. That serves as a reminder that higher awareness is available to us, and we get to start connecting with it. We get to start looking for it, and we get to start witnessing how those awareness conversations show up in our life. I am limitless, abundant, and always capable. A reminder that we aren't stuck in the things that don't serve us, and we get to reach out past those moments, and we get to experience abundance, and we get to experience our capability, and we get to witness the possibilities that are available to us. So there we go. This is a really powerful card, and it really packed some really powerful intentions for us today in contemplations, and I would love to know how this shows up for you. We're not going to draw a card from the other deck because I feel like this is a message that stands on its own. So there we go. Here is our moment of intuitive contemplation for you today. I'm excited for you to be here, and I would love to know how this resonates with you, what hits for you, and what you want to see within this content. I'm excited to share. I guess this is a podcast. I'm excited to share this podcast with you on this casual Saturday as I sit in my cozy sweatshirt, the beginning of November, drinking my water and experiencing some new technology. Thanks for being here with me. I would love to know what you would like to see as far as podcast episodes, whether you want to do more meditative journeys, if you want to experience some more tapping, if you want to have some contemplation, what you would like to experience for events, whether you want to experience those events online, in person, what you want those events to offer you, what services you would like to explore. Help me understand the best ways to support you. And as always, continue to celebrate your uniquely beautiful self. And thanks for hanging out with me today.